post August 15, 2021 is being campaigned as gender apartheid. There was almost an overnight change for women and girls, and I can't express that enough. Imagine your university overnight, all you women and girls who identify as women and girls are plucked out. All the seats that are left empty. Imagine marketplaces where all of a sudden you take a static shot of that space and you pluck all the women and girls out of there. So imagine those settings. And so this is what happens after August 15th, 2021 in Afghanistan.
And if you're on social media and you're seeing women bravely resist Taliban edicts and go out into the streets and protest.
I'm also going to give you some hope here, because there is a lot of hope in our history, and it's not always revealed. And in the West, it's not always framed in a hopeful way.
Zahra, whenever you are ready, if you just want to give a little bit of an introduction about yourself. I can kind of divide it to two parts: my life before Taliban and my life after Taliban. I was in grade 12, I believe. Yeah, I was in grade 12 in 2021 when Taliban took Afghanistan, and then before that, before 2021, I was cycling. I'm a race cyclist, so I was cycling. I was part of a large team of including girls and boys, and then we were cycling every Friday. We had two goals. I personally had two goals. One of my goals was to normalize girls cycling in Afghanistan, and the other one was to kind of build my friendship with people. And so that was a great experience. Like when I go back to my memories, to my photos, when I see the pictures of my cycling, that really gave me a very good feeling. And also I was going to school. That's part of everyone's life. We had a lot of fun stuff together, fun stories, gossips. Yeah, and but after Taliban, it just kind of became a nightmare. Imagine like you sleep at night, and in the morning you wake up and you see like you see like there is no future behind you. Like you cannot go to school, you cannot cycle anymore. I was like, what? It's 21st century, and I'm experiencing this while my mom experienced the same thing in the 90s. So what's going on? Like it's 21st century, and everyone in the world that they are doing miracles. Like people are going to space and doing all this stuff, but here in my country, I'm not able to go to school. Like it was something that seemed so childish, so crazy to me. But yeah, that was the fact that I had to accept, and I accepted. And now I'm working as an intern at FADC. It's been more than 1 month that I started working here, and my motivation for working here was kind of help refugees, the same as myself. I'm helping them with legal stuff like EADs, like filling applications, and I'm really happy and glad helping other refugees as myself.
One of the things I'm most proud of about REACT DC is not only that we're Afghan-led, but that we are women-led. We were founded by a very strong woman named Amy Martin, who saw what was happening from her home and said, I need to do something. As a military spouse, we know how to get people into houses. We know how to get kids enrolled in school. We know how to resettle really quickly. And she went onto a military spouse page and said, put the call out, who wants to help, the Afghans that are coming to this area. And within days, she had thousands of volunteers who were predominantly military spouses, and they were women. As we grew, as we created more departments, she was still pulling from that military spouse community and really empowering us. Many of us have to give up careers as a military spouse. We move all over the world. We lose our certifications. It's difficult to maintain a career. And so she took a chance on a lot of us that had been out of the workforce for a long time and said, I believe in you because I know what you're capable of. And so the majority of our directors are female. We're female led. And that transference to empowering Afghan women through our women's empowerment program is we are proof that you can do it. We are, the majority of us in leadership are women, and we are showing how to lead, from the front, and how to make it happen with kids and with a career. And we get to model that for the women that we work with.
Where do you want to close, Allison?
So today we are doing a distribution of goods for the women's program. We are partnered with the Greater DC Diaper Bank, and so every month we get 5,000 diapers that we are able to give to our families. They also provide wipes for the children and then an assortment of other donated goods, from formula to food to shampoos, diaper rash cream, postpartum care products, along with really anything you can think of that might be necessary for a family. The whole women's program started because we were noticing a severe lack of services for women. A lot of the services were going to men or for their children, and we were seeing a really big mental health issue with the women. They were very isolated, they were at home, they weren't getting assimilated to the environment, to the town, making friends, kind of rebuilding that support network that is so vital to their culture in Afghanistan. And so having these events has allowed them to meet each other, make friends, know who their neighbors are, because some of them didn't even know. And so now they ride together, they carpool. Their kids have gotten to know each other. When we first got started with the women's program, I was fearful no one was going to show up because it was a new program. And our first event, we had about 30 women come, and I was thrilled, and they were excited. There was lots of things to talk about. And one of the women came up to me and said, I wasn't sure if I should come because I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't know anyone. I wasn't sure what to do. She goes, I feel so much better leaving and being here. I got to meet people. I made friends. I exchanged phone numbers. And that was our goal. That was for the first event. That is what we wanted to happen. And so having someone verbalize that, I knew we were on the right track.
I think having our office be majority of a legal clinic, we get every day there's a win. Every day there's a letter saying someone got asylum, or someone got family reunification, or someone got their EAD. And I think being able to celebrate those little wins that mean the world to these families, you can find something to celebrate every day when you serve the community that way. And it can be difficult when you're, crossing cultural bounds, and when you're serving a really large community and we're a really small staff. You can feel like you're pulled in a million different directions, and that you're not doing enough. And then you'll have a mother, come up to us at a women's event and in tears telling us how she got accepted to a medical assistant program, and that she's going to be able to help provide for her family. And it gets you a little bit, verklempt, where it's those ones and twosies stories, where it's the small wins that add up to these huge life-changing events. And that, this mom was, it's not that big of a deal because she used to be in the medical community back in Afghanistan. We're like, no, it's a huge deal. You're both mastering a new language and a new skill. And now you get to help support your family, and look what you can provide, and look what you're teaching your children, that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to.
Education is the most important part of my life that I'm planning to continue. I will start my college this fall, and I plan to major in biochemistry and eventually go to med school. I was only 16, and then it was too much for me to go through all of those harsh moments. But now I'm here and I did it. Like now I'm out of that nightmare, and I'm here building my future, helping others, and trying to be a positive change for women in Afghanistan in the future.